So on my way into the woods on my downhill bike. So there'll be quite a lot of walking, but there's some fun downhill spots. So it's just gonna be a video of a long walk into the woods with this bike, because one, it's muddy and it's just not good to, it's kind of really hard. And I just have been riding this for a week and I'm actually used to extra large GT hardtail, and this is a medium, but I was so excited I just bought the bike. Learn to never rush into things. Right now I'm in Valley Falls, Connecticut, my hometown. I ride this trail almost every day after work and even until into the winter. But I didn't have a bike with studded tires or anything, and my bike was kind of like 60% rideable because I beat the shit out of it. Hardtail, doing full suspension kind of riding takes a toll on it. And I break everything I get too, so. Yep. I'm gonna be getting a phone tripod soon to make more videos, because the fun stuff I can't show you, because I mean, downhill riding, going really fast, one-handed is, with two hands on it, sketchy, never mind one, so that speaks for itself. This is actually rideable. Gotta do some, at least a little bit. And it's gonna look a little wonky. Very rooty here. No matter how many people step on these trails, the roots will always stay. Mother Nature will always win. Like I said, it's gonna look a little weird coming into an incline. Also can't shift, so I'm in like a semi-flat ground gear right now. And a little downhill I can sit. A little bit better of a ride. Woods. Oh. Sharp turn. We're gonna try to make it over the water. One-handed. Oh. And the hill. Back to walking. There's cool little stuff like this everywhere. Spiderweb trails all through here. This hike is about, well, we'll find out. I've never timed it. And the bike, I can say I get to the downhill in about 4 minutes. And the pace that I walk very fast, so I'm saying I'll get there in double that time. I'm gonna say about 8 minutes from right now. I have to switch hands because that one is getting tired. So no one actually mountain bikes out here. I rode here all last year in 2020, and I didn't see anyone, not one bike in the parking lot. Multiple hikers, but not even that many hikers. Which is surprising, because there's a place called Case Mountain that's about 5 minutes away from here, and that's all mountain biking and hiking, but mostly mountain bikers. I just like this place because it's 2 minutes away from my house. I know where every rock, root, sharp turn, my braking and all here is down pat, so I like coming here just to master it. Get really good at it, find a new spot, master that. Oh, tripped. I lied, I haven't mastered that route. So, see? I still can do this place a few more times. I've only done this backwards once or twice. It's kind of way better. But I'm like a creature of habit, so I keep going through the same trails all the time. last year, I was probably about this long into the hike. I came down, must have been one of the times, and I popped my tire right on this. Air was pissing out, so I had to go. I rode as long as I could back down there. Luckily, that's only about 3-4 minutes away from the car. But yeah, there's no bike tracks here except for a few of mine where I go. And I always take the right side up, and there's just nothing. And I have a mountain bike page that I follow, not mine, page I follow on Facebook. And yeah, no one comes here at all. But my buddies, hoping they all get into biking, my roommates, and we all will be the ones mastering this place. I'm actually in second place for a Strava downhill. That's way over there. And I'm tied for second. And I gotta drop 10 seconds down, which is a lot in mountain bike time. That's like time in football. 10 seconds is like a full minute in a way. So I'm about halfway for the first downhill. There's 3 of them, 2 short ones and a long one. And long, I mean it's like a minute and a half. The other ones are like 45 seconds. But it's all worth it. Every climb is worth the downhill. And just being out in the woods is great. All the bullshit just kind of goes away when you're out here with your friends and stuff. And at least for me, better than any drug or alcohol or anything like that. It's like natural antidepressant when I'm on my bike. That's why I do it so much. Back up, got a little break there, and then it gets really steep and it's gonna be kind of hard to video, but we're gonna try to do this whole uphill climb. And not a person yet. There's about 20 cars in the parking lot. Not one person. This is about added up to maybe 6 miles of trails, maybe 10 maximum with all of them. I've come ripping down there before. It's nice. I don't really know where it goes, but I want to be with people. It's kind of like swimming. I want a riding buddy when it comes to exploring new places. Also why I don't go out to crazy parks, because there can be bears and lions and tigers and bears out there. Alright, this is the steep area. But this spot right here is almost built in like a track. When you come ripping down, has little things to keep you tight in here, and it just sweeps back and forth. So a little hard to see with a phone, but also too winded to stop moving. Come around this corner really sharp. I've actually come too fast down and ended up in here. Just straight down. 4th, 5th time on the bike, thinking that I was a professional. But this turn is really nice. You come right around here really fast. It's just a built-in berm ready for you. Just come down that and then just back and forth. And then more hill right here. Also, there always will be heavy breathing because you try to push a bike with a full face helmet on in 70-degree weather up a hill for, we're gonna say 8 minutes. I think that's what we said. Which might even be less because we're at the first spot right here. I think that was about 6 minutes. All right, this is the first climb. We got 2 more after this. I'll stop here. I usually catch my breath for about, depending on how hot it is, for about 5 to 6 minutes. Try to keep going, not lose the adrenaline rush, because after ripping downhill, like I said, I don't need a drug or anything. The adrenaline is good enough. That's the downhill. And then steep, and then fuck it. Down here, it's really steep to some spots where it's about the steepness between those two trees of a flight of stairs right where that stump is. It gets about that steep into a sharp turn, and then into a stream that I always almost go over the handlebars, but we're gonna do this and check back in a little bit. Let's go.